in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard.
Now Cook.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who have stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Throwing, Cook. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Looking to throw. Cook. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So they bring out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
For a guy still in his 2nd year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend, that's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like at the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10. Jones throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
10 more there and another first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again.
They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Cook. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 2nd and goal from the 1. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd down and goal. Cook. No gain on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Cook.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Houston set to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Jones throwing on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Jones, wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Oilers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Boston's offense ready to go again. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cook. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Cook. Slide. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Jones firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Oilers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Cook. Incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Jones on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Jones now throwing on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Austin's offense ready to go again.
They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cook.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Oilers continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 29, Cook. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cook. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Cook. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken around the 12. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
Houston's offense taking over again.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll begin across the Hudson from Manhattan in the borough of Brooklyn, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 37-27, the final score. The highlights from the first half.
Thank you.
All
we welcome everyone back.
This one got out of hand early, and
and
now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already.
Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw. Jump. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots in the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They go play action here on first down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down, Austin.
Cook on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
From the 46, here's second down and 2.
Operating from the gun, Cook. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down, Dragons.
Back to throw, Cook.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Cook. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Back to throw. Cook. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dragons are able to cut into that deficit. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man complete. That's Mills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man complete. It's Newton.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Off play action, Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Austin's offense ready to go again. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cook. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Cook now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cook out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Cook. That is caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Cook. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Cook. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Cook.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cook. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dragons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And on now is the punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Austin's offense ready to go again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Cook. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. To throw is Cook. Throwing on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Cook. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here's Cook to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Austin first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Cook. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Austin's offense ready to go again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Cook. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Throwing, Cook, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Houston set to take over. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start, and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the... And now the rookie's free! And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Offside, defense.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.